From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good morning and happy Friday. This forecast is going to be a fantastic one. Mostly dry, mostly sunny through the middle to later portions next week. High temperatures staying in that fall-like territory for lower elevations down into the 60s and 70s, and lows perhaps dropping down into the 30s next week. So starting to get into some chillier territory of the fall season. Okay, right now you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Not seeing much out there this morning other than traffic flowing along and all the city lights out there. Not seeing much on First Alert radar. Could perhaps see some showers tonight in the Cascades and also for the valleys as well. Current temperatures this morning, 30s and 40s in the Cascades, 40s for lower elevations. We are seeing some low 50s in the Walla Walla Valley and 40s up in the Blues. Here is your day planner forecast for this Friday for lower elevations. Going to be into the low to mid 60s around lunchtime, and then upper 60s to low 70s for the warmest part of the day. Very seasonal for the third day of October. Just a superb forecast ahead. We'll talk all about it coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, an armed assault on 2 Pasco police officers ends with a 34-year prison sentence. We're going to let you know how this case all unfolded.
And a crash at a busy Yakima intersection leaves a motorcyclist seriously hurt. What investigators say led to the crash.
And helping workplaces open doors for everyone. How a local group is boosting opportunities for people with disabilities. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Dalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday,
October 3rd. It's Mean Girls Day.
It's October 3rd.
I love that. We're going to be saying that all morning long.
I know, it sticks.
And we do want to start your top stories now. We want to start off in Pasco. That's where a man has been sentenced to more than 3 decades behind bars, and this is for assaulting 2 Pasco police officers.
Prosecutors telling us 27-year-old Santiago Ayala Pineda received a 34-year sentence after being found guilty on multiple charges, including first-degree assault with a firearm. Now, in case you don't remember, this case actually stems back from a traffic stop that happened all the way back in July of 2020. The traffic stop taking place near Road 68 in Pasco. At
the time, Pineda already had a warrant for armed assault out of Benton County. A jury convicted him last month on all counts, and this week, a Franklin County judge handed down his sentence, one that includes more than 11 years tied to firearm enhancements alone.
6:03 and taking you to Yakima now, where a serious crash happened and sent a motorcyclist to the hospital. It all took place early yesterday morning. Police say it was just before 1 o'clock at the intersection of South 4th Avenue and West Chestnut Avenue. A 57-year-old man from Moxie was on his motorcycle when a Subaru pulled out into the intersection and hit him. The rider was thrown from his bike and suffered a severe leg injury. He was first taken to a local hospital, then flown to Harborview in Seattle. The driver of the Subaru was a 70-year-old man from Union Gap, and he did stay on scene and cooperated with investigators. And police are saying now they don't believe that impairment or speed played a factor in this.
Now to a crime alert, the Kennewick Police Department has made an arrest in connection to a shooting that we first brought to you last week. The shooting happened on the 1500 block of West 4th Avenue on September 22nd. Investigators say a man was shot multiple times after confronting a group of people. On September 26th, authorities with KPD and the Tri-City Metro Drug Task Force arrested a 17-year-old, a boy, during a traffic stop whom they suspect is involved in the shooting. The teen is facing charges of assault and gun possession. Another 17-year-old boy in the car was also arrested, and authorities say that teen had a stolen handgun that was equipped with a device that turns a semi-automatic handgun into an automatic one. That teen is facing charges of gun possession, stolen property, and an illegal firearm due to that device. The victim in the shooting is still recovering from his injuries.
Now, the Grant County Sheriff's Office has placed an employee on administrative leave following an off-duty domestic violence incident that happened in Soap Lake. Agency telling us that they are aware of the incident, saying, quote, "The matter is being taken seriously and will be handled consistently with the law and agency policy." Sheriff's Office emphasizing it does not tolerate domestic violence and remains dedicated to accountability and maintaining public trust. An internal investigation by Clear Risk Solutions will take place after the conclusion of the police investigation, and that's to determine if any agency policies were violated. Sheriff's Office has not disclosed the name of the employee or the details surrounding the incident, and charges have not been announced yet either.
Now to Fire Watch, firefighters made solid progress on the Labor Mountain fire over the week.
Work, of course, is far from done as that fire continues to burn. And now we're headed into what's looking to be a pretty dry weekend. Just yesterday, crews were working to keep the south and southwestern parameters contained. They're reinforcing fire lines from Sand Creek to Mission Creek. They've also built some new fire lines. They've installed hose lays, and they were mitigating some hazardous trees along Highway 97. Helicopters came in yesterday as well, dropping water, trying to slow that eastward spread.
Out of caution, additional structures northeast of the fire were assessed for protection. And a community meeting is being held tonight at the SWAC Tenaway Grange in Cle Elum, and this is to provide updates and also answer questions.
Yeah, so with that, we want to dive a little deeper into what the forecast is going to look like this weekend, as fire crews are also watching to see what conditions are going to be as they try to mitigate this fire that's been burning for a couple of weeks now. Josh, what can they expect?
Yeah, they can expect some dry conditions for the next week. Wind gusts picking up a little bit for today and tomorrow, so that's not excellent news. But I think overall, we're just kind of at an annoying juncture in the lives of both of these fires. We're not expecting any huge day-to-day jumps up in acreage, but we're not expecting any huge jumps in containment either. So just kind of a fire limbo right now. We'll take a closer look at the Labor Mountain fire. See the eastern flank of the fire, especially around and to the east. US 97 continues to be the problem flank of the fire. This one is around 37,000 acres. It's still 7% contained. And those evacuations in place, level 1, level 2, and level 3 in Chelan County. And then we have level 1 and level 2 evacuations for northern Kittitas County. Those level 2 Beset evacuations around Blewett Pass, at least on the Kittitas County side of things. So you can find interactive versions of those maps listed online at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Okay, then we have the other fire that's burning in northwestern Yakima County. Of course, this one is the Wildcat fire. This one is 14,500 acres. It's 6% contained. Not seeing many active hot spots with this one, so that is the good news, but the bad news continues to be these level 2 Beset evacuations still in place for Goose Prairie and Bumping River Road. Again, the forecast is, it's not great, but it's not bad, but subjectively for lower elevations, a fantastic forecast for the next 7 days. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, old rivals, new bragging rights. Kennewick takes the win in a battle that's been brewing for more than a century. And we're going to have the full breakdown as we talk sports after the break.
First, though, giving you that live look outside this morning from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. We are 50 minutes away still from the sunrise. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to be back after the break with your First Alert forecast.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
It's a 48-hour flash sale today through Sunday at Walker's Furniture, where every item is marked down an additional 20% off already low prices. Or take advantage of 5 years no interest financing with no money down.
Beautiful bedroom sets 20% off. All sofas, love seats, and sectionals 20% off. And all dining sets 20% off.
It's a flash sale you can't afford to miss. This Wednesday through Sunday at Walker's.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Does cooking feel like a kitchen battle? You need Granite Stone Armor Max, the revolutionary cookware set with 4 durable layers of ultra non-stick. So slick, virtually nothing sticks. No oil or butter needed. You can get the Granite Stone Armor Max set for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. We'll include this razor-sharp knife set and deep steam and fry pan set, yours absolutely free. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. Order now.
Chiefs, Jags, Monday Night Football at 5 on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We start off in Kittitas County. We're in the mid-30s for Cle Elum, around 40 for the Kittitas Valley, mid-40s for Vantage. Then in the Yakima Valley, low to mid-40s, 41 in Yakima, 47 for Union Gap, 44 for Sunnyside. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, most of us in the 40s. We are seeing some low 50s down towards Boardman, but 43 for the Tri-Cities, 45 for the Hanford site. And then for the foothills, most of us in the 40s. We are seeing some low 50s up towards Walla Walla, and then 30s and 40s for the high elevations of the Blue Mountains. All of us need some sort of jacket this morning as you're headed out the front door. And in the Tri-Cities, we're going to hold on to jacket weather at least through, I'd say, around lunchtime. After that, should be t-shirt weather for the warmest part of the day. We'll end up around 70 degrees. So for today, for lower elevations, low 70s, that's a pretty safe bet. Very average high temperatures for this time of the year with plenty of sunshine. Just a fantastic forecast out there. We'll keep the forecast dry for today. Then for tonight, rain looking likely in the Cascades, about 10 to 20% rain chances for the valleys. And then for Saturday, we'll see rain still likely in the Cascades, maybe some low-end shower chances for the foothills and the Blues. And it looks like overall trending drier for Saturday night. And we're not expecting much rainfall out of this at all. I'll tell you if we're expecting much rainfall over the next 7 days. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, 6:13, talking sports, and we're talking rivalry this morning. Kennewick and Richland High School football teams facing off last night in a Thursday night battle.
It's a rivalry that started all the way back in 1912, and Kennewick has bragging rights after taking the win.
Lions were led by their quarterback, Dominic Driver, who ran for 2 touchdowns in the 21-7 victory. Richland still has more wins against Kennewick in the all-time matchup. Kennewick, though, now has 7 straight wins against the Bombers.
I thought our kids played a great game tonight. I mean, everything that we taught them all in a short week, they did. A short week prepared for a team that likes to put the ball in the air a lot, but I thought our kids did a heck of a job tonight.
And with the win, Kennewick improves to 5-0 on the season.
And they handed Richland their first loss of the year. Bombers now fall to 4-1.
Better luck next
Go Bombers. I'll say it.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbreth is back with how your weather is looking for the weekend. It's all coming up in his full First Alert weather forecast in just a few minutes.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we offer our medical weight loss program. Diabetes, and more broadly, insulin resistance, is a highly inflammatory state that increases our risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, as well as Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases.
Basically, it's the lack of awareness about what's creating that weight. There's lots of psychological aspects to that, so that where you come to is to a more centered place of feeling good and connected and positive about yourself, self-confidence.
You have access to over 100 weekly group fitness classes, top-notch fitness facilities, cutting-edge scientific therapies integrated into your program, and dedicated coaches rooting for your success. We also offer options for pharmaceutical assistance. We create patient-specific game plans centered around the 7 essential elements, which are sleep, nutrition, atmosphere, breathing, movement, thought, and purpose.
So rather than just focus, it's not dieting and it's not focused on dieting, and that's not what we do here at Pacific Clinic. It's mind, body, physical, emotional, mental, and the combination of all of those things. And I think that makes us tremendously different than any of the other programs out there.
To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to a McCurley dealership or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
A Colorado dentist fatally poisoning his wife by lacing her protein shakes.
Tonight, go inside the stunning case with exclusive access and interviews and the shocking video from inside their home.
She's so sick.
All new 2020 tonight on ABC.
A line on the Q3 learnings.
Welcome back to what should be a thrilling second half.
Chiefs, Jags, Monday Night Football at 5 on Apple Valley News Now.
Next live, straight from his world travels, Tony Shalhoub from Breaking Bread.
This is the best job I've ever had.
Plus, the latest in health and wellness with psychiatrist Dr. Gail Saltz.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a beautiful day for lower elevations, a lot of sunshine, not as much sunshine for the Cascades or Blues. High temperatures for today going to be very seasonal for the third day of October, so upper 60s to low 70s for lower elevations, 50s for our mountain ranges. In terms of the winds, gusty across the map except for in the Yakima Valley, but peak gusts between 30 to 35 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley and breezy in the Cascades. So again, not great news when it comes to containment efforts of those fires. Then for tonight, maybe a few showers in the valleys, better chances for rainfall in the Cascades. We'll show you that with Futurecast in just a second. And overnight low is going to be down into the 40s for lower elevations and 30s and 40s for the Cascades and Blue Mountains. Winds for tonight still gusty across the map, even some gusts starting to pick up for the Yakima Valley. For tomorrow, looks like that whole scene is going to kind of hold steady, but by Saturday night, winds calming down for the most of us, but still going strong in the valleys, gusts between 15 to 30 miles per hour. Okay, now let's show you the rain chances with Futurecast radar. This is 5 p.m. for this evening. Closer to the late evening, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, that's when we can maybe see some rainfall in the Cascades, also slipping down into the valleys. And then for Saturday, looking mostly dry for the most part, but as we head into the late afternoon to early evening, that's when some more showers could fire up. This time, focused around the Blue Foothills and the Blue Mountains. Chances looking pretty low overall, and then maybe a few rain showers lingering into Sunday for the Blues, but the rest of us are going to stay dry. And then the forecast in general staying mostly dry for the next 7 days, perhaps another little dust up with some rain chances for next Wednesday and Thursday, but that's still 6 to 7 days out. High temperatures staying very steady, around 70 degrees in the Tri-Cities over the next week. Feeling very seasonal out there. And then look at these forecast morning lows. Monday morning, Tuesday morning can be down into the mid-30s in the Tri-Cities, starting to slip down into that territory. I don't think it's going to be cool enough, or I don't think we're going to have enough moisture for some frost, but of course we'll keep a close eye on things. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, a perfect forecast through next Thursday with lots of sunshine and highs near 70 degrees. In Yakima, bright and warm into the weekend and the first half of next week. In Ellensburg, turning windy for Friday with leftover breezes on Saturday. Otherwise, a beautiful forecast in store. For Hermiston, dry with wonderful weather through much of next week with highs in the 60s and 70s and lows in the 30s and 40s. And finally, for Walla Walla, a low-end chance of a shower Saturday and Saturday evening, and our next chance of that will likely hold off until late next week.
On a California freeway, and a Chicago dog that needed a river rescue, plus the big rescue mission to get a moose out of a well. It's all coming up in these wild headlines brought to us with your take a look at this after the break.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor and Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40+ years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
It's a 48-hour flash sale today through Sunday at Walker's Furniture, where every item is marked down an additional 20% off already low prices. Or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down.
Beautiful bedroom sets 20% off. All sofas, love seats, and sectionals 20% off. And all dining sets 20% off.
It's a flash sale you can't afford to miss. This Wednesday through Sunday at Walker's.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Floor scuffs, tears, and nasty scratches. Forget them for good with Ruby Sliders, the chair leg covers that stretch to fit most chairs and make floor marks a thing of the past. Slide it here, slide it there, slide it anywhere. Just slip them on and keep your floors looking like new. They fit any size or shape furniture leg and glide effortlessly. Forget flimsy felt pads and caps that don't fit. Just stretch it on and slide it. Call or click now to get Ruby Sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor and Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40+ years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
WSUR Tonapalooza Farmers Field. Fly the Northwest Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check this out now. So today we're taking a look at some wild and unexpected rescues.
From a plane landing to where cars usually go.
To a moose on the loose until he wasn't. We've got this week's most outrageous headlines in today's Take a Look at This.
A surreal sight during rush hour as a small plane was forced to make an emergency landing on a busy Southern California highway. It all went down literally on Interstate 15 in San Diego when the plane descended and landed on the median amidst traffic. Video posted publicly to the Citizen app shows the craft surrounded by likely confused commuters. Details were scarce on what exactly forced the plane down, but officials confirmed no injuries were reported and took to social media to warn commuters to approach the area with caution as they worked to remove the errant aircraft. Speaking of stuff being where it isn't supposed to be, Chicago PD Marine rescuers executed a unique operation of their own when a lost dog was found stranded in a drain pipe on the Chicago River. The unit responded to reports of the pup in the pipe near the Harrison Street Bridge and found Pharaoh right around the time his searching owner caught up with him. The owner worked with responders to coax Pharaoh out of his tricky spot, and a short swim later, the grateful man and his waterlogged dog were safely reunited. Finally, one last strange stranded situation saw a massive moose not on the loose, but instead, well, in a well. A landowner discovered the huge animal trapped in the old stone well, and since there's only one way to get a scared moose to cooperate, very carefully and with lots of drugs, wardens and wildlife biologists worked together to sedate and blindfold the animal before using heavy straps to pull the bull back up to level ground. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Yikes.
I'm glad they blindfolded the moose. Otherwise, we'd be freaking out, flailing around.
I was going to ask, why did they blindfold him? But I guess you're saying to not make him freak out.
Moose can be aggressive.
Very much so.
Yeah, and they're humongous.
Big
so
boys.
like,
Yeah.
Imagine being hoisted up like that. Be like, you start fighting everybody.
You'd blindfold me as well.
Yeah, no, same.
Well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, poor guy
A lot
got
of
stuck
things.
in there. Got him out
Moose
safe.
on the loose.
Yep. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 6:30 half hour, books, tech, and a whole new look. The Hermiston Library back and better than ever. We're going to take a look at the upgrades in the new space right after this.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
No, and you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Board-certified family medicine provider Dr. Jonathan Fox is now welcoming patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic. Dr. Fox provides care you can count on, including wellness exams for adults and children, women's health, mental health services, and chronic disease management. To schedule your appointment with Dr. Fox, call 509-786-1576 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough.
Get ready for adventure with the fun and rugged 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks from Price Ford of Yakima Valley. Nob Hill Casino's biggest prize ever. Want to drive it home? Just enter daily at Nob Hill Casino now through Wednesday, October 8th for your chance to win. While you're here, enjoy our 16-lane bowling center, mouth-watering cheeseburgers at the Last Frontier restaurant, cold drinks at the bar, and try your luck with pull tabs and table game action.
We invite you to come visit us at Price Ford of Yakima Valley and Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
We really appreciate Apple Valley News Now.
I know when I turn it on, if there's something that I've heard about in the community, I'm going to hear it from you guys.
Apple Valley News Now has been able to cover some of the Hermiston events.
When I get up in the morning, that's the first thing I do is Apple Valley News. I know I'm going to get what I need for the day.
I eat breakfast with you. I eat dinner with you guys.
It's more a part of our community.
It keeps me connected to my community.
It's what we enjoy.
It's probably the only station that we watch.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
The new iPhone 17 Pro is finally here. And at US Cellular, you can get it on us with no trade-in.
Wow, the new iPhone is thrilling.
It even has the ultimate pro camera system.
Too thrilling.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning, and thanks so much for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica DeLal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
And it is National Body Language Day.
Aw. It's also I don't think it's a national day, but Mean Girls Day, because it's October 3rd.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
It's October 3rd.
October 3rd.
There we go. We should have been casted as Aaron Samuels and Katie Heron.
I feel like we could just do our own version.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there we go.
So on October 3rd,
how's it looking?
What can we expect?
We'll give like a body language forecast, right?
Oh, yeah.
So like afternoon highs, yeah. Sunshine, yeah. But then the morning lows for next Monday and Tuesday, a little bit of that, a little chilly. Yeah. Okay, here's the bottom line for the forecast. Again, mostly dry, mostly sunny through Wednesday of next week. Could see some rain chances coming back into the picture by Thursday and Friday of next week. Highs staying in the 60s and 70s for lower elevations, but those lows dropping down into the 30s for next week, especially by next Monday and Tuesday morning. Right now, you're taking a live, beautiful look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. You can download that for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Just seeing some wispy clouds up in the skies for this morning and some pastel colors trying to show up from the sunrise. First Alert radar not showing anything for this morning, but for this evening could see some showers in the valleys, also up into the Cascades. Temperatures this morning, 30s and low 40s for the Cascades and valleys. We're looking at 40s and 50s for the basin, the foothills, and the blues. All of us need some sort of jacket as you're headed out the front door. Here's your hourly forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Mid-50s by 10 this morning, mid-60s around lunchtime, but after that, probably going to be t-shirt weather. In fact, it will be by the warmest part of the day, in which will be in the low 70s for lower elevations. Lots of sunshine, very average high temperatures for 3rd of October. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this fantastic Friday forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks. We begin this half hour of news in Hermiston, where after nearly a year of renovations, their public library is just days away from opening.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert shows us the changes that city and library officials say will make the space more inviting for the community.
The Hermiston Public Library has been a fixture in the community for decades. In nearly a year of renovations, along with planning that started back in 2023, the building is about to reopen with a fresh look and some major upgrades. Assistant City Manager Mark Morgan says that the updates were badly needed for the aging building.
80s are nearly 50 years ago now, and so even a building built in the 80s, starting to get old and have some issues. And so we've been planning on renovating and updating the library for a number of years.
Hermiston city officials as well as library officials tell me that the Hermiston Public Library has been a staple in the community since the late 80s. However, when the library reopens later this month, people are going to be surprised.
One of the biggest changes is a new children's section located on the first floor with the adult section on the second floor, creating a quieter space for reading and studying, as well as a new staircase connecting the levels.
One of the really big changes that has happened is a children's department where it's not necessarily cheek and jowl with adults. And so adults are going to find that their space, which is more upstairs, is going to be a little quieter, hopefully.
The library will also debut a maker space in the basement, featuring a Bamboo Labs 3D printer, a TV for tutorials, and a room for classes to help people learn new skills.
We have a room in the basement that is specifically going to be a maker space. And we'll have a TV on the wall so we can watch a YouTube video if you're trying to learn something, or we'll have classes and staff that will be able to help them.
Rose says another growing trend is the popularity of digital materials, with thousands of items now checked out online each month.
And we circulate 1,000 of those items every month now. Now that's not huge. If you go to Seattle or Portland, you're going to find that they are circulating well over 1 million items that way.
But no matter what format, Rose says the library's mission is simple: to encourage reading at every age.
And I know that for kids, reading is hard. It's work for them. It's one of their biggest tasks. That and growing is learning to read. And so we want them to be excited to learn to read.
Hermiston's leaders say the library is opening its doors to help grow the community by growing young minds. In Hermiston, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Love that space for them.
That's a beautiful building.
It is.
I want my house to look like that, future house.
Full of books?
Yes, that part too.
Because we
romantasy books.
Oh, romantasy meow. But speaking of meows and woofs and moos, we're gonna meet this cutie in the cow costume. Coming in after the break, this is Miss Sandra, and if you're someone into dressing your pets up for Halloween, we've got something fun to tell you about. Maybe a little activity for you to take part in this weekend.
Maybe a pet costume contest. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe you could dress up with your pet.
You can.
Can you?
Yep. Spoiler.
Oh.
We'll have more details after the break.
Chiefs, Jags, Monday Night Football at 5 on Apple Valley News Now.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
The annual Hometown Food Drive is here, and you have the power to make a difference. At your local Yolks Fresh Market, you can purchase a $10 donation bag that goes straight to our local food banks.
It's a simple way to show our neighbors we care.
These donations fill the shelves that ensure families in our community have meals that they can count on.
Every bag makes the difference for us.
At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, because when you give locally, everyone finds their way home.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts, sponsored by Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, supporting Bikes for Tykes, giving away bikes and helmets to area kids. Click Bikes for Tykes at applevalleyNewsNow.com to see how you can help.
Don't you hate that dirty old hose? It kinks, splits, and it always leaks. And it's way too heavy to carry around. It's time to get the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead. Just turn on the water and watch it grow to a full-size hose. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the new Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees. Just connect to the spigot and watch it pivot. And when you turn off the water, away it goes, shrinking back to a pocket-size hose. And it makes it easy to carry and put away. Call or go online now to get the super light 25-foot Pocket Hose Copperhead today for only $29.99. Order right now and get our 10-pattern thumb drive spray nozzle free. Simply use your thumb to turn it on or off. There is a strict limit of 3 per order, so don't wait. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-957-5184 or visit getcopperhead.com. So call 1-800-957-5184 or visit getcopperhead.com. Order now.
Meet an artist whose canvas is a farmer's field in the Palouse.
We want it to look natural. We want it to look like it's supposed to be there and not just a fake.
Fly the Northwest over Cougar art.
Carving on the ground, the ancient people have done it forever.
Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
Next live, straight from his world travels, Tony Shalhoub from Breaking Bread.
This is the best job I've ever had.
Plus, the latest in health and wellness with psychiatrist Dr. Gail Saltz.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is going to be a fantastic day out there. Lots of sunshine, very normal high temperatures for this time of the year. So go ahead and we'll take you on that zone by zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County, mostly cloudy up in the Cascades, upper 50s for the pass, but a lot of sunshine and low 70s in the Kittitas Valley. It'll be breezy up this way for today. Gusts out of the north and west spanning from 15 to 35 miles per hour. Then for the Yakima Valley, low 70s, lots of sunshine, and gusts are not going to be a factor for today. But for the lower Columbia Basin, gusts out of the south and west anywhere between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Highs going to be in the low 70s mostly, but could have some mid 60s for highs down towards Boardman. Then for the foothills, mid to upper 60s for the Morrow County foothills, upper 60s to low 70s for the rest of the foothills, and then 50s and 60s for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Also a little bit breezy here. Those gusts out of the north and west between 15 to 20 miles per hour. So the lower in elevation you are for today, the more warmth you have and the more sunshine you have as well. Okay, now let's talk about the smoke over the next couple days or lack thereof, as upper level, low level, just not going to see any significant reductions in air quality just because we're not expecting any significant flare-ups with these fires. But the weather will stay, at least the afternoon high is going to stay warm, and we'll keep it dry, mostly dry as well. So I'll talk about how that could impact the fires burning up in the Cascades coming up in a few minutes.
All right, well, it's shaping up to be a great weekend. And we are preparing for a lot of fun events, some community events happening. We want to walk you through them this morning. There's one that is a fun way to walk your dog.
That's right. What is it, Josh?
Or if you're looking for a fun way to celebrate Halloween a little bit early, we also have just the thing for you.
It's a pet costume contest, and Jade and I actually had a little bit of fun, you know, arts and crafts during the break. Yeah. You know, we thought we could join in on the fun.
No,
thing one and thing two. There's no thing three. Yeah.
You can be the cat in the hat.
The cat in the hat?
There we go. It's perfect.
Yay.
But I got to sit down and speak with Jennifer from the Benton Franklin Humane Society to learn more about the Fast and Furriest fun run and costume contest. So take a look at this. This Saturday is the 8th annual Fast and Furriest Fun Walk and Run. It's a fundraiser that'll benefit shelter pets at the Benton Franklin Humane Society. And here to tell us more about it is Jennifer Pierce, the development coordinator for BFHS. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. So can you start by telling us about this event, what it is?
Sure. So this is our 8th annual. It's a fun run and a walk. So it's good for people who just want to walk casually along the river, but also people who are athletes and want to get out in there and do a little more upbeat kind of a move. But the whole idea behind it is to include shelter pets and people in the community who have pets at home.
Tell us about this costume contest going on for the pets. Is that while they're walking and running?
Yeah. So because it's the month of Halloween, why not celebrate with a little bit of costumes?
Spooky season is here.
Yes.
It's only right.
And dogs are already cute, so why not make them even more cuter? And give an example. We've had cows, we've had aliens, we've had UPS drivers, Tinkerbell, you name it. So
if someone's just now tuning in, those are costumes.
Yes. So every kind of costume under the sun. So the whole idea is just you create a costume or buy a costume, and then you just meet us at the registration table, and we're going to look at every pet and every costume, so there'll be a winner of the costume contest.
And all the proceeds go to shelter pets at BFHS?
Yep, every single dollar.
Do people dress up?
There have been a few. I've seen a lot of leg warmers, some tutus.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one because you're going to be exercising. So.
Yes, anything that you want, anything goes. The whole idea is just to get the community involved.
Okay, now we do want, if you can hear whining in the back, that's because we have another extra special guest. All right, this right here is Sandra B, and she's dressed as a cow.
Yeah, she's utterly cute.
So this is an example of like what people can dress up their pets as, just, you know, it's just a fun way to get out in the community and have fun with your pets, have fun with your dogs. Can other animals join?
Yes, any animal that you want to bring that gets along well with other dogs is welcome to join. We're going to be bringing some of the shelter pets out that do well around other animals and like to run, so they will be donned in costumes as well. We get donations of costumes a lot into the shelter, so we keep bins of them so that when we have events like this, everybody can get a costume. If you don't have a costume, we'll have extras available as well, so you can throw on one that fits your.
And Sandra is a shelter pet, so she's available for adoption.
She is available for adoption.
And the cow is fitting too, because...
Yes. Sandra B is a new mom. Well, 8 weeks ago, she gave birth to 6 puppies. She came to us through the Happily Ever After program. She was transferred from another facility. And so she came in, she had her brand new puppies with her. Aww. And they were raised at the shelter, and
6 little calves.
Yeah, just this week they became available for adoption, her puppies, and she's amazing. She's 5 years old. She's a Dachshund Terrier mix.
Very puppy-like energy, and I love it.
Yeah, she's great for being 5. She's very love-filled, and so she's going to make a great pet for somebody. But her puppies, we wish we could bring them all to the fun run with her, because that would be super cute to have all of her little
baby cows running around. Oh, that'd be so cute.
But you can see them at the shelter anyways, or check them on the website.
Yes. All right, well, how can people sign up? That's my last question for you.
Yeah, so you can go to our website. It's BFHS, like Benton Franklin Humane Society. Click the Fast and Furriest button, and then it will take you to the registration page with all the information.
Perfect.
Easy and simple.
Thank you for joining us, Jennifer, and thank you for joining us, Sandra B.
Yes, thank you.
So cute, little Sandra B.
Hey, we're ready.
We're ready.
We just need a pet, right? Hey, I'm just kidding.
What up, buddy?
You are a cat in the hat, right? So.
Or what you? You're the fish in the bowl.
I'm the fish in the bowl. Yeah.
We'll just carry you around.
I also love how my circle is not a circle, but yours is perfect.
Oh, thank you. Arts and crafts time.
Does it look like I failed arts and crafts?
No, not at all. If you want more information on this weekend's event and how you can take part, we'll have it all up on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com, after the show. And simple as putting on a red shirt.
Yeah, just put something on.
Right?
Just make this.
Yeah.
Make it better than this.
But make it better.
All right, keep it here because coming up next, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Cat in the Hat will be back with another look at your full weather forecast. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
In our crazy, hurry-up world, we sometimes get into too big of a hurry and accidents happen. If you've been injured in an accident, find out what your rights are. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
It's a 48-hour flash sale today through Sunday at Walker's Furniture, where every item is marked down an additional 20% off already low prices. Or take advantage of 5 years no interest financing with no money down.
Beautiful bedroom sets 20% off. All sofas, love seats, and sectionals 20% off. And all dining sets 20% off.
It's a flash sale you can't afford to miss. This Wednesday through Sunday at Walker's.
In the heart of Yakima Valley, a battle is brewing. 13 times they have battled, and 13 times legends were born. Now, the legacy continues as Clinch Fight Club returns to Legends. Saturday, November 8th, witness a night of heart-pounding action as the area's toughest warriors step into the cage. The lights go down and the energy explodes inside Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Get your tickets today at legendscasino.com. Clinch Fight Club 13. Don't miss it.
Alien tape is strong enough to hold this fishbowl on a moving car. Just peel and stick and make anything stay in place quick. A wooden shelf, a basket to glass, rugs to the floor, and so much more. Alien tape sticks to brick, pavers, marble, tile, plastic, even leather. Nothing works better. Alien tape secures in seconds, then twist, pull, and rinse to reuse. You're dying to try it. Here's your chance to buy it.
Call 1-800-284-4157 or go to tryalientape.com. That's 1-800-284-4157.
Today's seniors are enjoying life more than ever before, and part of that comes from the independence of driving. Just because I'm a senior, and maybe you are too, do we really have to pay outrageously high insurance rates? No, we don't.
When was the last time you checked to see if you could get a lower insurance rate?
Just call the number on your screen and speak with a licensed insurance agent.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? If so, you're just throwing your money away.
You change your oil, you change your tires. Well, maybe it's time to change your car's insurance company.
You may be able to save a lot of money.
As a responsible driver, you always check your gauges, right? And you check for other cars and pedestrians.
Well, now is the time to check on your auto insurance rates. You need to make sure that you're not paying more than you need to.
1-800-825-0861. 1-800-825-0861.
In our crazy, hurry-up world, we sometimes get into too big of a hurry and accidents happen. If you've been injured in an accident, find out what your rights are. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. This forecast is going to be the best. All right, that's it with the rhyming. We'll have plenty of sunshine today for lower elevations, not as much up in the mountains as will be partly to mostly cloudy, even overcast for portions of the Blues. And high temperatures today going to be in the upper 60s to low 70s for the valleys, basin, and foothills, 50s for the Cascades, and 50s for the Blues. Wind gusts today will be gusty across the map, except for in the Yakima Valley, but in the Kittitas Valley, gusts between 30 to 35 miles per hour with those breezes in the Cascades. Of course, that is not going to be the best news when it comes to containment efforts of the Wildcat and Labor Mountain fires. Then for tonight, could have a few showers in the valleys, also up in the Cascades. We'll show you that with Futurecast in a second. The rest of it's going to be dry, and overnight lows down into the 40s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s for both the Cascades and the Blue Mountains. Winds still doing their thing for tonight, Peak gusts around 30 to 35 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, even gusts picking up in the Yakima Valley, and they're still going to be holding steady for Saturday, but by Saturday night, still breezy in the valleys, but for the rest of us, gusts finally calming down below 15 miles per hour. Now let's show you Futurecast radar for the next couple days. We pick up the action. This is 5 p.m. this evening. You'll see into the very late evening, very close to midnight. That's when we could have some rainfall in the valleys and also up in the Cascades. But then as we head into Saturday, a mostly dry day, at least to start. But as we head into the late afternoon to early evening, that's when maybe some more showers could pop up on the map, especially around the foothills and the Blues. Doesn't look like we're going to get much rainfall from this at all. Then into Sunday, maybe some leftover showers in the Blues, but for the rest of us, we're going to keep it dry. Overall, this is not going to be a very wet forecast at all. High temperatures holding steady around 70 degrees in the Tri-Cities. And look at these forecast morning lows slipping down into the mid-30s by Monday and Tuesday morning. Don't think it's going to be cold enough for frost, but we'll keep a very close eye on it. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A perfect forecast through next Thursday with lots of sunshine, highs near 70 degrees. In Yakima, bright and warm into the weekend and the first half of next week. For Ellensburg, turning windy for Friday with leftover breezes on Saturday. Otherwise, a beautiful forecast in store. For Hermiston, dry with wonderful weather through much next week with highs in the 60s and 70s and lows down into the 30s and 40s. And finally, for Walla Walla, a low-end chance of a shower Saturday and Saturday evening, and our next chance of that will likely hold off until late next week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the final stage of the case against Sean Combs, sentencing day. The music impresario is asking for imminent release following his conviction on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. In a direct appeal for mercy, Combs writing to the judge, "I lost my way," adding, "I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs." Though he was acquitted of more serious charges, federal prosecutors said Combs left women broken and beaten and deserves 11 years in prison. Combs has been in jail for more than a year, reading books, writing, working out, or in therapy, and getting sober. And coming up at 7 a.m., we're live outside the Manhattan courthouse as Sean Diddy Combs readies to hear the judge's decision. Plus, Dan Abrams live in studio for analysis. With your GMA First Look, I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Are doing that thing again.
Not again.
Let's talk to your doctor.
We learned the uncontrollable movements are called tardive dyskinesia, or TD, and were caused by Mom's mental health medications.
Mom was prescribed Austedo XR, a once-daily extended-release pill for adults.
Austedo XR can significantly reduce TD movements, with some seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And Mom can stay on her mental health medications.
Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, or have suicidal thoughts. Don't take if you have liver problems, are taking Reserpine, Tetrabenazine, or Valbenazine. Austedo XR may cause irregular or fast heartbeat or abnormal movements. Seek help for fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking or sweating. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness.
If you see TD, ask about Austedo XR.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:53. It's time for your morning sprint. We start by taking a look at your national headlines. The Trump administration has notified Congress that the U.S. is in an armed conflict with drug cartels. President Trump says the cartels are non-state armed groups, and he has designated them as terrorist organizations. He's also determined cartel smugglers as unlawful combatants. This new legal justification will remove traditional due process.
6:53 in the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Santiago Ayala Pineda has been sentenced to 34 years in prison for an armed assault on 2 Pasco police officers. This case goes back to July of 2020 with what started as a traffic stop near Road 68. Well, Pineda already had a warrant out for his arrest out of Benton County, and now a Franklin County jury has found him guilty on all counts, including first-degree assault and unlawful firearm possession.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office says one of its employees is on administrative leave after an off-duty domestic violence incident in Soap Lake. Officials say the matter is being taken seriously and will be handled consistently with the law and agency policy. An internal review will follow the police investigation. At this time, no charges have been announced.
And Kennewick police have arrested 2 teens in connection to a September 22nd shooting that happened on West 4th Avenue. Investigators say a 17-year-old was suspected of firing multiple shots at a man, and that suspect's been taken into custody. That happened last week. Then a second 17-year-old in the car with him was also arrested after police found a stolen handgun that had been modified to fire automatically. Both teens face gun-related charges.
Yakima police say a 57-year-old man is seriously hurt after a motorcycle crash just before 1 a.m. yesterday. The crash happened at South 4th Avenue and West Chestnut. That's when a Subaru entered the intersection and struck the rider. He was flown to Harborview in Seattle for a severe leg injury. Police say speed and impairment were not factors.
And the Benton Franklin Humane Society's 8th annual Fast and the Furious, it's funny to say, isn't it? It returns this Saturday at Columbia Point Marina in Richland. The event kicks off 10 a.m. tomorrow with a 1-mile walk, 5K run along the river. There's a pet costume contest, and all the proceeds will help care for more than 1,200 homeless pets. They do it every year.
So
and
cute.
It's fun. Yeah. And you can dress up with your pet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now trending this morning, forget man's best friend. This Colorado pup might just be man's best hiking buddy.
Meet Jackson. He's a golden retriever who's climbed 47 of Colorado's famous 14ers with his owner. What a cutie.
From Kevlar little booties to apple snacks, this 4-legged mountaineer is fully geared up for adventure, and his owner says the memories are what really make the climb worth it.
Oh, talk about a positively amazing trail, buddy.
I see what you did there. So cute. Oh my goodness. He's kind of inspiring me. Not to do that kind of.
I was going to say.
Not to do that, but you know, to get outside.
Just to smell the fresh air.
Yeah, you know, it's fall-like weather. I like being outside when the weather's more crisp, not when it's, you know, scorching hot.
That's fair.
Which is kind of what we're seeing.
I was going to say, it's going to be a great weekend to get outside.
Yeah, so you got some mountains in the forecast now for you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Or maybe just a nice brisk walk to the car.
Yeah, that too.
That works
to
too.
the coffee shop.
As long as you're getting the fresh air, like you said. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at some of that crisp weather that Jessica was talking about. We're in the 30s and 40s in the Cascades, low 40s for the valleys, and 40s and 50s for the basin, for the foothills, and for the blues. You need some sort of jacket this morning as you're headed out the front door. That hourly forecast on this Friday in the Tri-Cities, going to be in the mid-60s around lunchtime. It's going to feel fantastic out there. Then for the warmest part of the day, upper 60s to low 70s. So can't really complain about that too much. In general, for lower elevations, going to be in the low 70s. Very seasonal stuff for the 3rd of October. Get out there and enjoy it if you can. Bottom line for the forecast staying mostly dry, mostly sunny through the middle to later portions of next week. Highs for lower elevations staying in the 60s and 70s, but lows dropping down into the mid-30s for next week, especially by Monday and Tuesday morning. Don't think it's going to be cold enough for frost. Don't think we're going to have enough moisture in the air for that. But of course, around this time of the year, we keep a very close eye on that. So we will circle back to that next week.
Sounds like a fantabulous fall forecast.
Yes.
Love it. Here for it.
On this Friday.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. It's applevalleynewsnow.com.
Good Morning America, of course, is up next. We'll be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.